Alright guys, so today I'm gonna teach you guys a very simple beginner card trick. This card trick usually gets very good reactions, and actually it's originated by myself. So this card trick doesn't really require that many skills, so it's very suitable for beginners. So let me just give you an example of how this card trick works. Alright, so the spectator is gonna choose a random card from the deck. So let's say he picked this card. So in this case, it's the 3 of diamonds. So let me just set it right down here. So now I'm gonna riffle down the deck, and when you want me to stop, I'm gonna stop and put your card in that gap. Stop. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right on top of this pile, and I'm gonna stack them all up, pile it up. So now I'm gonna give it a few cuts. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna shuffle this deck. Oops. Alright, so now I'm gonna give it another shuffle. So now your card is completely lost in the deck. But no, actually, the deck is now all set, and whatever number you say, your card happens to be in that number of position in the deck. So let's say 15. Okay, so I'm gonna deal out 15 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we got 15 cards right here. Alright. So you can see that the 15th card is the 6 of hearts. So I assume that this is your card, right? No? That's a bit weird. I think I actually missed a few steps. I need to actually spin the deck once, flip it over, spin it again, flip it over, and then give it a shake. And then now, your card should appear to be the 15th card of this deck. The 3 of diamonds. So hope you guys enjoyed this trick, and make sure to stay tuned for the tutorial of this trick. Okay, so actually this trick is really simple. So at the very beginning, you can just tell the spectator to choose any card from the deck. It doesn't really matter, and there's no setup for this trick. So let's say the spectator chose this card, the 7 of diamonds. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna tell the spectator you're gonna riffle down the deck. And when he says stop, you're gonna stop. Alright. Stop. So in my performance, I stopped when I got about 10 to 15 cards. Like 1/3 of the deck. So I'm just gonna leave this card facing up. So now, when I'm putting down this pile on the top of the whole deck, I'm actually leaving a pinky break right here. And then you're gonna convert this pinky break into a thumb break. And then you're gonna do a cut called the double undercut. You're gonna get half of the deck, put it on top, and then you're gonna get the remaining half of the deck and put it on top. So now the spectator's card is on the top again. But actually, there's many different situations. Like for example, if the spectator told you to stop when there's only 15 to 10 cards left. So what you're gonna do is, you're still gonna make that break. but this time is a little bit different. You don't need to convert this pinky break into a thumb break. You're just gonna take like about half of the deck from top, put it on the table, take another half on the deck and put it on the table, and then the remaining pile, put it on the table. So now you still got your card on the top. But what if the spectator says stop when you're riffling down the deck and you're in the middle of the deck? Well, that's simple actually. You're gonna put this card down, making a pinky break, and then you're gonna do a undercut, and then you're gonna put it on top, and then you're gonna put this upper half of the deck, put it on the table, and then you're gonna put the remaining pile on top of this pile. So you still got your card on the top of the deck. So after you got your card on top of the deck, you're gonna do a sideways shuffle. So first of all, you're gonna just take out one card, put it on your head, which is the spectator's card, and then you're gonna continue to shuffle as long as your card is at the bottom. So you can do whatever shuffle you want. You're gonna shuffle it back to the top of the deck, and then you're gonna do the shuffle again, and you're gonna put it at the bottom, and then you're gonna do a riffle shuffle, it doesn't really matter what kind of shuffle you use as long as it stays at the bottom of the deck. So now, after you've done all the shuffling and stuff like that, you're gonna turn your grip into this grip. There's actually a little secret behind this grip. Actually, when I'm taking over the cards, I'm doing a little movement like this. I'm pulling down the bottom card with my middle finger, my ring finger, and my pinky. So the spectator isn't going to see this. Like, I'm just pulling the spectator's card away from the deck. Okay. So I'm pulling it from the deck, leaving a little gap right here. So at this point of the trick, you're gonna tell the spectator that now the deck is set, and whatever number he says, his card will appear to be in that number of position in the deck. So actually, when you're saying that, you can do this movement, like it's a misdirection, and yeah. So for example, he says 7 cards. So you're gonna deal out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for the 7th card, you're gonna pull out this card. 7. Alright. So now you have your card on top of this pile. And then show to the spectator that you got 7 cards right here. And when you close this fan, you're gonna actually make a pinky break on top of these 2 cards. You see, pinky break. So we're gonna do a double lift. And then you're gonna tell the spectator, I assume that this is your card. But when the spectator says no, you're gonna do a double lift again, put it back on the top, and then you're gonna do, you actually can do everything. Like, for example, you can spin the deck, you can shake the cards. So in my performance, I did a little spin, flip over, spin, and then I shook it. So now you can, after you did all your magic stuff, yeah, something like that, you can just reveal that the top card is actually the spectator's card. Yes, just like that. So this is all for the tutorial. So I really hope that you guys like this card trick. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye.